Hello everybody. It's been a couple of weeks since I last recorded a video because I was kind of going through some job application stuff that I had to get a lot of other things prepared for. But back to do the high-res detail on the face. So let me show you where we're at with that. I just pulled up some reference. This is sort of where the model's been left off with some of the major wrinkles kind of put in there, but none of the pores. And I want to do the pores today. I made like a couple more adjustments to the face. This is the pose against the image, and I feel like all the wrinkles are generally in the right face, maybe except for this one. That one might need to move a little bit. And the shape of the head is looking good to me. The ears still need a lot of detailing, but we'll get to that. I'm not sure if I'll record a tutorial for the ears because they're going to be kind of minor, but and just like putting in those like creases in the ears and everything like that's not too exciting. But I did want to go over what I look for in the photo reference when I'm looking for how we're going to do the pores. So I feel like I want to start just by kind of saying that I feel like a lot of the times with CG renders, they really overdo the pores a lot of the time or make them too big. And I can like try to find some images to lay over and talk about how I feel like they're too big a lot of the time, but this has some really good reference. We get like enough detail of the pore size here. Let me just see if I can draw this. Yeah, they're like even smaller than this brush all over the place. They're a little bit bigger here by the cheek area and on the chin. They're a little bit bigger. The nose actually they're pretty small on the nose. He doesn't have large nose pores. Here you can kind of see them a little bit better, but they're still not very large. The forehead texture has some in the center. But mostly it's going to be about getting the eye wrinkles correct. The crepe texture right over here. And then just getting this texture to feel like it's flowing in the way that the skin wraps around the side of the head. Yeah, here's the crepe texture in the eye. This whole area. But definitely seeing the largest pores, and maybe it's just this picture. We should look at some other pictures too, just to double check that. Because this one's obviously been photoshopped. Like that whole thing is super blurry compared to the rest of it, but we can still see in this area looks to be kind of where the largest pores are. And yeah, the pores that all move sideways, stretched very sideways on the top of the forehead. The younger picture's not going to help us at all. But yeah, even in this picture, large pores here, largish pores here, and on the chin. Not a lot on the nose. And like stretched across the forehead. That's kind of the main thing I'm noticing. This whole thing has been blurred in Photoshop, or maybe just the depth of field. So yeah, I think we're gonna start off with that kind of a thing of like filling in where the large pores are and then filling in the smaller pores. So hopping into ZBRUSH, let's turn that guy off. Let me pull up my brush folder, and I have some skin brushes that I've downloaded, which I will put the link in the description for these downloaded ones. It might take me a second to remember kind of like which one I like the best. Spikes. Let's just start with cheek pores and see how that does. And we're gonna make sure that we are on the highest subdivision level. Yeah, we've got almost 10 million polygons. Oh, that is far too large. You know what? I'm going to start off with doing some overall noise. So I'm going to go to the surface and add some noise here in the noise tab. Whoa. It's been giving me this glitch that I'm not really sure because that's not in the model, but this might be a good place to start. Let's make them a little bit bigger. Is there an overall scale? Just adjusting. That kind of looks like stone. Ooh, okay, there we go. Reset scale. Noise scale. Oh, here's what I'm looking for. That was way too much. Command Z. Just kind of going for an overall. I'll start small, that way we can always just fill in. Like, to me, maybe like I'll keep the nose with just this noise, since that has the smallest pores anyway, and then just add a couple here and there. I feel like that scale looks okay. Yeah. Let's try different shaders just so you can kind of see how that's looking. Okay. Go back to skin shade. And then let's try to find one of those other brushes. I'll try these corner wrinkles. This is one of the like drag it out and you get some texture. That might actually be pretty good on the forehead too. Yeah. Just throwing some overall wrinkles. No. Let's move into some of the eyes, get something going in there. And I know there's an eye one we can check out right here. I'm gonna smooth out the eyes a little bit because it's like a little too noisy. Oh, I know. I have to actually apply to mesh. Trying really hard to get that scale correct. And I'm just seeing like how big is that dot? Like how big is this dot right here? And that one, and that one. Like they're pretty small compared to here where it's like, it's a little bit bigger. It's really hard to like kind of gauge, but trial and error. Let's try some other brushes. I want to get the size right here correct, so I'm gonna go in with some nose pores and just start putting some down. Okay, that's pretty shallow. Boop, boop. Let's see if that is looking kind of correct. The thing about this area too is that that's where he would grow facial hair, so it's probably some like hair follicle. And I'll just take down my smooth brush by a lot and smooth them a little bit. The more I turn up the intensity, like the deeper they look, so I don't want them to be too deep. Let's try more. Cheek pores is like a, not a drag brush. I mean, let's try it on the cheek. Okay, that gives us some like, basically, that might actually be good on the chin. Smooth the chin out a little bit. Needs to be smaller and more intense. Smooth it. My smooth intensity is too low. And then I'll make this brush really small. Kind of going over. Yeah, I like that brush for that area. I might actually like that for this area too, if we make it like, I'm just gonna smooth it out a little bit more. And then make it really small. Yeah, that kind of works. I'll do like kind of the upper lip where it's the hair follicles like that. Let's put in some of the nose ones. getting there. I don't want them to stand out too much on the nose. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I might smooth some of those deeper ones back down and then go in with these. Oh yeah, I like that. Turn that. I kind of like making them, like adding some big blurry noise, but it just has to be the right intensity. Like if I take this brush and just like make it really large, it adds really nice detail, like on a bigger scale. Just to kind of break it up a little bit, but I don't want to go too far with it. Like, yeah, I think that's going too far with it. I do like this brush. It's like a really nice, they're not too sharp, they're really blurry, and it doesn't look too repetitive. And it's like kind of giving me a nice like base for areas to build off of. know it probably doesn't look like I'm doing much right now, but like I'm not sure how easy this is to follow where it's like putting down those different little noises. But I can always kind of go backwards and forwards and show you guys at the end of the video like the before and the after. This side of the face isn't really going to be in the render too much, but I'm just putting it in there just to put it in. Okay, I want to get into some of that eye texture a little bit better because this is looking too something, too bumpy, and not the right way. Smooth it out. This one doesn't need as much smoothing. First, I will go through with this standard carve brush and just like really try to feel out more where those wrinkles are. So we've got, okay. I mean, they're mostly in there, but I just kind of want to go in and define this line a little bit better right here. What is it like? Subtract. There we go. Make it small. I'm just gonna like throw in some more wrinkles. So if I make this less intense, or actually more intense but smaller, no, not quite that intense, but just like awesome. Get kind of that triangular thing. It's like a lot of X's. That doesn't look that good. But let's see what we've got for under eye stuff. This is the one that I tried that I didn't really love. Yeah, it's too bumpy. It doesn't look like under eyes to me. Maybe like right here a little bit, where it's like a little bit more fine. Yeah, but that doesn't look good there. Let's see. Let's see, skin pattern. Yeah, that's a little bit better for under eye. Make it bigger and less intense. This is what the brush is. This is the brush for under eye. Whoop, too big. I'm gonna go back to that carve and do the carve technique here, making it small. Oops, clear that mask. always defining the eyelids. Eyelids are never done getting defined. They need a lot of refinement. And this is just all over the place. Okay, back to the eye skin pattern. Just want to tap it lightly. It's always really tempting to go in with a larger brush just so you can cover more areas, but then the scale is wrong. This area is too going to be covered up by a lot of hair, so I'm not like extremely worried about what that looks like there, but it's always good to try to get it right. And I definitely get like lazier around these sections where I'm like, it's the side of the face. It's not going to be seen, but it is. And it's always nice to be able to set up different render views, so it will be seen. Let's do some forehead. This, I have a feeling is, yeah, it's really intense, but it does look correct for the way that those pores were stretched out. We just have to blend it better. Yeah, perfect. Even go in a little bit here with that, because the pores are pretty stretched out under the eyes too. And here. What else? What else we got? Compressed pores. I'm just testing the brush on like the back of his head to see what it looks like. Not sure where I'm going to use this one. We already used it on the, whoops, the side here a little bit. What does creature skin look like? Oh. Too much. Yeah, we used that one. I want to do the lips. Let's do the lips. Where's my lip detailer? Oh, here's the lip detailer. Okay. Here's what we wanted. Yeah, this is perfect. I think I'm going to even use the lip detailer for the eyes so that I can really control where the wrinkles are. Yeah, making it really big actually is adding a lot. Oops. Alrighty, I think I really like using the lip detailer for like kind of flowing where the wrinkles need to go. Like it's really nice for just kind of defining like flow of the wrinkles. And I think I'm gonna call it here on this video. But we are not done detailing the skin yet. We still have a lot to do, but we've got a pretty good base going. Like there's still some areas like the cheek where like that's not working well yet. Like sort of this texture isn't really fitting in with the rest of what the forehead's doing. These forehead wrinkles need to be detailed a little bit better. But I'm pretty happy with where this is at right now and for the amount of time that we've spent working on it. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.